or whether it's Amazon or the business world, YouTube, what is going on? We are just getting started with a little Amazon FBA Q&A. We got the TikTok live here. TikTok, I'm going live on both platforms in case you were wondering. Hi, sir. I really want to start, but I don't have much investment. Save up, brother. Work a job. I really do love comments like this. And I hope you stay in the live, brother, because if you're going to say something like that, make sure that you stay for the show. Hi. Where did that comment go? Here it is. Let's make sure this person's still in here. No, usually people like that just drop random comments. We'll skip it. But yeah, save up, brother. I didn't have enough money to, and I wasn't talking about you, Bilal, by the way. There was a comment, somebody hating. Anyways, I didn't have enough money to start Amazon private label when I first started, or when I first initially wanted to start. I was working 12 hours a day, 6 days a week until I was able to save up enough to actually start. Also, y'all, if we get to 2K likes and 20 shares on the TikTok live today, I will show live Amazon sales for the day. Of course, this is screenshot. I can't put live sales above me, but if we get to 2K likes, so tap that screen, share the live, I will show live Amazon sales. Also, one thing, I don't charge for these lives. I don't gatekeep any information, and I go line by line answering everybody's question. The only thing that I ask is that everybody go to my last 10 TikTok videos and go just drop a like if you're getting value from the live, because TikTok's been playing with my engagement recently. So I would appreciate if y'all showed some love to your boy. It is, but now you will pay for every import you make. So I used to get small business shipments from Europe, and now I will pay for every shipment that comes to me. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. How is the tariff going to affect Amazon FBA? For most people, it's not going to be like a big make or break. We'll see if the tariffs even stay long term. The Mexico and Canada tariffs, if I'm not misspeaking, those are already going to be going away. It's really used as a negotiation tactic, so we'll see if there's any progress there. That being said, 10% increase to the cost of goods will likely result in about a 10% increase in prices. Yes, Lost. It is because of that. They charging too much for PPC. They're not charging too much for PPC, bro. You're just not doing PPC properly. This is why y'all should go watch the last few videos that I posted. Make sure you guys go show them some love, because like I said, we getting terrible engagement. Let me play this video for you guys really quick. It's very short. So I'm reading a comment just so you guys have some context. I'm reading a comment and then I get into my little thing. So listen to this video. A lot of people want to blame Amazon PPC for why their account is in the red, but usually, you have to fully understand what Amazon PPC is. It literally is like a billboard. If somebody clicks on your ad, Amazon PPC ads did its job, right? If a company puts out an ad for you to walk into their store and you walk into their store, the advertisement did its job. Now, what determines somebody actually buying your product or not is your product listing, the reviews, your product, and your differentiator. If you're not selling, if you're getting clicks and you're not getting sales, it reflects on one of those four things, not with your ads. Unless it could have to do with your ads. This is like an extreme example. If you're selling a water bottle and you're bidding on keywords like, I don't know, phone charger, like obviously you're not going to get sales, or something super broad. So for example, water bottle, and you just are targeting bottle, that's really broad. So your conversion is going to be low. But outside of like decent targeting, it's those things, bro. It's not Amazon's ads fault that a product isn't converting well. It's a hard pill for a lot of people to swallow, but it is just the fact of the matter. Sally, thank you so much. Salute, thank you so much for the follow. How much money did you spend starting up? Go watch my my last video that I posted, Bunny. I'm going to answer you, but I talk about it there. I started with 4,900, but I've launched a lot more products with much less. In fact, I show an invoice for the last product order that we placed in that video. So go watch it. Also, y'all, like I said, I do these lives. I'm going to say this a few times this live, so you guys are going to have to bear with me. But I do these lives for free. I don't gatekeep any information. I go line by line answering everybody's question. All I ask in return is that y'all go show some love to my last few videos. Like my last 10, my engagement's been terrible. So go just drop a like, go watch the video. If you like it, save the video. That's all I ask. Kevin, thank you for sharing the live, brother. Oh, I skipped a few. Sorry. Can you buy off Alibaba and sell on Amazon, or will you get flagged? Why would you get flagged? Yes, you can. Do you recommend drop shipping or FBA? FBA. Hey, Luke. What up, Farm Chick? Good to see you. Hello, sir. I tried many times, but Amazon account is not being created. Why? What's a good CTR to aim for? 8 reviews, by the way, 5-star, submit reviews. That's awesome, Kevin. A good click-through rate would be like a 0.5. A great click-through rate would be like a 1%. Is generic product okay? No brand, no UPC? Yes, it's not ideal, but yes, it is okay. What should I do with an unsuitable inventory investigation? Have your manufacturer fix the issue, as well as they pay for another inspection. They're going to give you some resistance on that, but that's what I would try to end at, the end goal. But yes, Sanon, you can buy products from Alibaba with the private label business model, which is the business model that I do. Also the best business model on Amazon. What should I do with FBA inventory that I couldn't sell? Drop the price, try to sell it at a break even. If that doesn't work and you're just getting crushed on, I'm talking getting crushed on like storage fees, you could potentially liquidate. Kathy, thank you so much for the follow. Sorry, y'all, I'm skipping a few, but I'm going back in the ones that I skipped. What warehouse do you use to store units? You don't pick the warehouse. When you create a shipment on your Amazon FBA account, they will tell you the warehouses that you send it to. They'll give you the shipping labels. Luke, does the business get easier over time after success and success becomes common? Yes. Yes, that's a great Phil, you're always coming in here, bro, with great questions, by the way, brother. I like where your head's at. Anyways, yes, it does for a few reasons. Number one, like for example, with the Amazon side, as you launch more products, you learn from the previous products, you see what works, what doesn't work. So it becomes a little bit more easier. And like you said, success becomes like a majority, like I don't know the exact number off the top of my head. I'd have to like recount across the years, but let's say over my lifetime of selling on Amazon, I've failed 10 products. A bulk majority of those products were in my first 2-3 years of selling. I'm on year 6 right now. Nowadays, we're much more calculated with our launches. We're much more calculated with the products that are launched. And then another thing, I'm sure you guys have heard like the people saying, oh, making your first mil is the hardest, and then getting to 10 mil or blah, 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 like certain number goals. I think that's true to an extent. Like making that first M or making that first 100K was like, it just seems so far. But then now it's like when I go to launch a product, it's not that unrealistic to me that that I'm confident that I'm going to make 6 figures with that product, for example. So yes, bro. What should I do? I answered that. At what point do you know you should drop a product and what not doing well means? Great question, Jason. Some good questions on the late night live, y'all. By the way, I'm going to answer this right now, but make sure that y'all go show some love to my last like 10 videos. Click on my profile name, go to the videos, like, because it would mean a lot. That's the only thing that I ask in return for me, spending the time answering all the questions. Anyways, at what point do you know that you should drop a product? Jason, I think that most people miscalculate what's needed to have a successful product on Amazon. So there's so many people that I've seen, I do these lives every day, people in the comments and all that, where they shouldn't have failed, but they did. And what do I mean? So they launch a product, they don't get reviews, they go really heavy into ad spend, they're super far in the red because their product's not converting, they spent a bunch of money on ads, and now they're in a position where like the correct way to make that product have worked was to make optimizations to the listing, improve your images, improve your title, your bullet points, get A+ content, things like that, get more reviews. But instead, they didn't make the proper optimizations. They went so far into the red that they've lost so much money that the thought of even making those optimizations doesn't make financial sense. It doesn't make sense to keep a product when you're continuously losing money on it with no end in sight on how you're going to turn it around. I've lost money in the beginning on a product, but I've been able to turn it around because, again, I'm making those optimizations. It more often than not, this is another big disconnect from people who start. More often than not, a product will not perform the way you think it will at the start. So people have it backwards. They think I did all of this and now I'm entitled to this success. Even at the level that I'm at, I launch a product. It's like version 1 of my listing, my images, my title, my bullet points. I think it's good, but the market might not respond, or maybe I have to push for more reviews. And as I make those optimizations, there has been, like, let's say my last 10 product launches, maybe six of them, when it first launched, maybe 5, when it first launched at break even, where I wasn't making money, I wasn't losing money. But then with those optimizations, pushing for more reviews, you're able to turn the product around, start making profit, and start growing the business. Does this apply for eBay as well? No. Completely different business model. Luke, if someone is solely business focused, leave Canada if they live there? Not necessarily, bro. No, you're still in a first world country. You could even do business in the US the same living in Canada. I don't think you need to, and that's the beauty of e-commerce, brother. And what I preach about this business model that I do, Amazon private label. All you need is a laptop and some Wi-Fi, and you can operate it from anywhere in the world. So if you're in Canada, that's where your home base is, that's where your fam is, your people are, then you don't need to leave to find success in order to launch an Amazon business that's online in the United States. By not willing, well, I mean certain things that they may make say, this isn't worth restocking. If you're losing money with no clear direction. What's the 0 to 1 mil update? I'm glad you asked, bro, because at the beginning I said I had some things to talk about, and this is one of them, baby. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I'm taking a brand new Amazon seller account from $0 to $1 million in sales and documenting every step of the journey. Lost, you reminded me I actually have to make some video updates about this, bro. So we were ready to go. I actually think I made a video where I said, we're ready to place an order. And we were. We placed the order. The products were getting produced. And you would think that, okay, time to ship. A week before Chinese New Year started, we had to create an extra shipment of 2 units of our product. Actually, it was like God's plan that this happened. You could look at it as a negative. I look at it as a positive because we knew before we shipped out products. But anyways, our manufacturer's like, oh, you have to create a shipment for 2 more units. So I went to go do it, and I get 2 errors on my listing. One for the labels, and one was because the product has nothing to do with hazardous. Like, it's not even close to a hazardous product. It's almost like a pillow. It's not that, not even close. But imagine like a pillow, and then they classified it as a dangerous goods item. And so we couldn't ship out products. We couldn't create the shipments. Our product was flagged. We couldn't sell it. And so we contact Amazon. They're like, oh yeah, this isn't a product like that. Just submit an exemption. They tell us the exemption sheet. They give it to us to fill out. We're like, awesome. We submit it, denied. Okay, submit it, denied. Submit it, denied. We contact support, denied. Contact support, denied. 1 month. 1 week. Remember, this is 1 week before Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year ended. And we were dealing with this. So we weren't actually able to, our products would have arrived by now. And so we were dealing with that. No joke today, I get a call. I actually get woken up by Amazon. That was my alarm clock. And the only reason that I answered the call was because I've dealt with Amazon seller support so much that I know that a call from Seattle, Washington with that area code is Amazon. So I see that they're calling. I answer the call. They're like, hi, this is seller support. Is this Luke? Yes, it is. And they were like, we want to inform you that after our internal team looked it over, we decided that this is not a dangerous goods product and you are all good to go. So we just contacted our manufacturer. We had to relabel the products because there was some issues there. So they're relabeling it tomorrow, and then our freight forwarder is picking it up Friday. And even more exciting about that, you guys are getting a little sneak peek of the series, and even more exciting, our second product that's been in the pipeline, we had a whole list of issues with that manufacturer. One manufacturer for one product was absolutely amazing, but we had different issues. The other one, we had no issues, but the manufacturer was just giving us a hard time. I actually have a screenshot that I created that listing 120 days ago for the first product that we originally wanted to launch, which is crazy. But that one, they just started production. So that one will be done in about 15 days, God willing, shipped within 20 days. So we'll actually have 2 products live for that series, God willing, by the end of March. Very exciting stuff. What word would you recommend for a water bottle? It depends what kind of water bottle you have. If you have a plastic water bottle, keyword like metal water bottle wouldn't be relevant to your product. If you have a 20-ounce water bottle, a keyword like 40-ounce or 32-ounce water bottle wouldn't be relevant to your product. How long did it take you to get your very first ungated profitable product? I didn't have to get ungated. I do private label, so I didn't have to deal with that issue. Hi, bro. What do I need to start? You need a laptop, Wi-Fi, capital, a government ID, a tax ID number, an internationally chargeable credit card, a verifiable address, and a phone number. Living Truth, thank you so much for the follow. You do wholesale? No. Private label. What's a good amount of impressions per day on one campaign? I don't really base it too much on impressions, bro. I just want to utilize a good amount of the budget on my clicks with a good click-through rate. Impressions, I don't really look at as a metric. Like, oh, I got 2,000 impressions. I'm doing good on this. Like, as long as I'm getting impressions, getting clicks, and my placements are good, that's not really a metric that I'm like it's important. I look at it, but I'm not like tracking it in terms of what's a good amount of impressions. I guess I work backwards on that one because I'm looking at the click-through rate and clicks. I guess you could work it out through impressions. You know about error 8572? Probably, if I'm off the top of my head, I don't memorize the errors, but if I had to guess, is it a listing error when you're trying to create a listing with a UPC code or a generic listing? Do you resell on Amazon? I do, but I don't sell brand name products. I sell and create my own brands on Amazon. So we go to stores and find items, or we can ship from Alibaba or AliExpress. It depends on what business model you're doing. If you're doing wholesale or arbitrage, no, you would not use Alibaba. If you're doing private label, then yes, you would do Alibaba. If you were doing private label, you don't go into stores. If you were doing arbitrage, you would go into stores. Yo, bro, I'm just getting started. Should I go after distributors or brands? Appreciate you. I do private label, y'all. The best business model on Amazon. I'm not selling Nike or Adidas. Those business models, I honestly think that people were lied to about those business models. I think 90% of people who start those businesses saw a video from somebody, I was about to say like me, but they're nothing like me, somebody who makes content like me. And they gave you a pitch along the lines of, you can sell existing brand names that people are already buying. You don't have to advertise. The traffic is already there on Amazon. Something similar along those lines. Why can I, why am I able to quote that so easily? Because that's literally what all of them say. Hold on, we got a comment in the YT. What are your thoughts on private label / imports new tariffs specifically from China? I'm not too worried about it, bro. A $10 product goes to $11. We'll see how it plays out. We get ungated and ungated on some BS daily. I've heard that from a lot of wholesale and arbitrage sellers as well. Not to mention all the other things that come with that business model. I have a product. Do you want to sell it? No, probably not. Can you make videos about your failed products and why you believe they failed? Yes, I've actually made a video about quite a few of them, bro. The apple cider vinegar gummies, the booty bands, although I don't fully consider that a failed product. It's more of a discontinued product that I just didn't really see it wasn't worth it to keep it around. The wrist wraps, there was an artificial tree that we launched that just did terribly. That one was actually one of a more recent failed launches, and that one was an interesting one. Stressful. Private label seems a bit less stressful because nobody can gate you or make IP claims. There's so many things. Don't get me wrong, there's difficulties that come with private label. I'm not trying to make it sound like it's a yellow brick road to success either, but it truly is a better business model than wholesale and arbitrage. And that's not me. I know people who'd crush it in those business models. Like one of the 15 people I follow is a wholesaler and arbitrage seller. He's really big on that. Cool dude. We've actually gone on live and chatted about both business models in a time where I wanted all the smoke with the arbitrage and wholesale sellers, but yeah, they make money. It's just not the superior business model. Hey, how much is the mentorship, and can you help with already existing products? I can say a lot of my students it's almost like a mix of both. There's people who join who know nothing about Amazon and are looking to build up and start, or just had interest in it, or it's people who already have products and brands and are looking to scale those brands and products and take them to the next level. I even have students who have already joined other mentorship programs who feel like that's not enough, so they join mine because of the strategies that I talk about in the program. The program is, there's a few different packages. The mid package 3 is $3K. The one where we select your product, well, I guess you wouldn't need that one because you have products, right? The one you'd probably want is the 3K one, because that comes with everything, like all the mentorship, access to me, the calls and everything, the shipping service as well. Katie, thank you so much for the follow. What app do you resell on Amazon? What do you mean, what app? How much is the Masterclass? 3K, one-time payment, lifetime access. I'm going to get to everybody's question, but I did just realize that we got to 6K likes and 10 shares, so I do appreciate y'all. And I don't really remember where the comment went, but I said that we would show live. Oh, here it is, Cap. We love insecure people on the internet who project their insecurities on other people because they believe they can't do it. I wish you well, brother, and God willing, maybe you're just a younger dude or something, and you'll get out of that mindset. But let us show live sales for the day as promised for getting to 2K likes and 10 shares. I'm gonna get to everybody's questions. Don't worry, we're taking a quick intermission from the questions to get to this, because it's always fun to show this. Okay, so here we are. Just for context, say what's up to YouTube, TikTok. Sorry, TikTok, you guys can't, or YouTube, you guys can't see this. It's 10:03 here in beautiful Southern California. Today, February 5th. Just so we know it's not a screenshot, we see a little refresh because there was somebody else in the comments earlier saying Photoshop's getting really better. We have yesterday's sales. We have the last 7 days. We have the last 30 days. And this is also just one of 4 Amazon seller accounts. And we have the last year. Little update from the screenshot above. Appreciate everybody liking the live and sharing. Also, y'all, I do not charge for this information. I go question by question, answering everyone's question, and I don't gatekeep any information. All I ask is that y'all go to the TikTok page, click on my profile, and go to my last 10 videos, because the TikTok engagement has been a little wacky recently. So if y'all can go drop a like. If you like the videos, make sure you save them and drop a comment as well. That's all I ask, y'all. Tell that bull to go watch some Andrew Tate videos and quit whining. That was funny, Mr. E. I wish I could pin that in the TikTok. I already have a good product and about 20 reviews, just not able to get consistent sales right now. Zay, I do think that we would be able to help you out a lot in the program. Just the PPC Masterclass alone, bro, I think pays the way in the program, but not to mention the shipping service, where 9 times out of 10 students save on average 30 to 60% on shipping. Let me actually pull this up. I made it. Actually, no, you guys can go look at it on the last. Actually, how about I show it? Hold on. Let me screen share this so that YouTube can see it as well. Let me show you guys something. So let's go. So we have this video. A big misconception about selling on Amazon is that you need $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 to start. But that's just not the case. For example, the very first product that I launched on Amazon, 200 units, will be invoiced in 48. And then here is the... Okay, so this is actually from my freight forwarder. And so here we go. This is not the cost per kilogram. This is actually the cost per unit. So for reference, this is almost 50% cheaper than the quote that we got from our manufacturer. So 164 a unit, 192 a unit, 140 a unit, 150 a unit. This comes out to about $1.10 or $1 invoice here, but so that just me $1,000+ in shipping. Oh, you can't see it on YT. Oh, I just closed out of it. Dang it. Here, let me do this. Let's get to these. Let me show it. Hold on. Can you see it now? Can you see the TikTok? Hey, let me get to the TikTok comments while you answer that. Oh, we've got a few. Okay, yes, you can see it. Okay, cool. Let me show you this. A big misconception about selling on is that you need 10 on those two. So here's the invoice right here, Zay. So you see 164, 192, 140, 150 a year. So it's different shippings because it's different cost per kilograms, because each one of these individual shipments is going to a different Amazon FBA fulfillment center. Let's go. how practical is Amazon FBA for someone who doesn't have digital marketing experience? Be honest, because I'm a stay-at-home mom and want to do something. So there's two aspects to this user 10. I have two contradicting thoughts. I truly believe that everybody is capable of starting a business. That being said, I do not think that starting a business is meant for everybody. And that's not a bad thing, by the way. Like, the number 7 at Facebook is not Mark Zuckerberg, but he's still very successful, right? Yes, you can join with your partner, Zay. Just whoever you speak to, you'll speak to one of my team members, either Adam or Kobe. Just let them know that you're joining up with a partner, or if your partner wants to hop on that call with them, and they'll get you guys set up. So going back to this user 10, the person that I was before I started on Amazon, literally my vice principal told me that I would be lucky to work at McDonald's if I kept going down the path that I was going on. I didn't go to college. I was like a C student at best, not because I was dumb. It's because I focused more on how to ditch school than I did on how to do my homework. And anyways, I was partying. I had no idea anything about business. I always thought that you had to be a certain level of person to be able to start a business. I was partying. I was going on I can't even say the things I was doing on TikTok because it's against TikTok's terms of service, but I would go on little benders. Not the kid that you would think would go start business. Meanwhile, here I am today, and that's because I put my head down. A big book that I absolutely love. 2 books, actually, that I absolutely love. The 10X Rule. This is probably one of the biggest reasons of my success outside of God. And the reason behind that is because this book just unlocked something in my mind. It didn't matter that I wasn't a business. It didn't have a business degree. It didn't matter that I didn't go to college. It didn't matter that my vice principal told me that I'd go work at McDonald's. I was going to out hustle everybody, son. I was going to put in the work. I was going to put in 10 times the effort that I ever thought would be needed to go start a business. So what I would say is, if you could follow the guidelines of this book in the sense of okay, I think that I have to, and some of this is hypothetical, not necessarily meant to be literal, but it's like, if I have to reach out to 100 clients, I know this clients isn't Amazon, but you'll catch my drift. If I have to reach out to 100 clients, or I think I need to reach out to 100 clients, I really need to reach out to 1,000 in order to get to my goal. If you're willing to put in that 10x effort, then yes, it is a very feasible thing. Another book that I really love, The Art of War, it talks about 2 forces in the world, the muse and resistance. If you're religious, you can, relate this to God and the devil. The resistance wants to destroy you. The resistance is that voice in your head telling you, no, you can do it tomorrow. No, this business is too hard. No, blah, 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 blah. Nobody thinks that you're going to, nobody thinks you're going to be successful. And then the muse is that voice in your head telling you, hey, go sit down and start that business. Or, hey, go to the gym, go eat that healthy food today. The muse wants you to be the best version of yourself out there. This book talks about how to deal with the muse and the resistance. This was actually the first fiction book that I ever read. This book changed my life. I got made fun of for reading this book by my friends in high school. Meanwhile, this book and the 10X Rule have made me quite a bit of money. When you launched, you undercut competitors for initial traction. If not, how do you get a good start? By pushing for reviews, bro. I'm a madman with reviews. I don't believe in dropping the price, to be honest. People aren't that smart when using products. I agree. That's why you got to let them know exactly how to use it, as if they were a first grader or a kindergartner. Let's level it down. Hey, what should I do if my product sales or stalling went from 5 to 7 to 1 to 3? Did your organic rank drop, Zay? Because if your organic rank dropped, then that would be why. If you don't know if your organic rank dropped, it is crucial to track where your product is on the page, where your ads are appearing on the page, not just kind of going in it dark. How much capital do you recommend to start? At least 3,500 USD. To sell in the US, we must have an LLC. No, you don't need to, even if you're in the UAE, brother. How much is the mentorship, and can you help with already existing products? Yeah. Oh, Zay, I see you in the YT chat. Let's go. Appreciate you. Rich Dad, Poor Dad was also a great book that I've read. I like that one too. That one is a great book. It didn't like hit the same for me. Like I know that's in a lot of top threes for people, and I see why it's a top three. It's an amazing book. Um, that one didn't resonate with me as much. Maybe because I read it way later in my business journey. Hey, bro, can you catch me? What? Um, Do you brand your private label products? Yes, I do. Alex, thank you so much for the follow. How do I get started? I'm in Canada. Step 1, create an Amazon seller account. Step 2, get a product research software. Find a product to sell. How do the Amazon box labels get matched with the correct shipping labels and tracking numbers to you? How does the Amazon box label get matched with the correct shipping labels and tracking numbers to you? It's all on Amazon's back end. So once the shipping labels is scanned, that's signaling to Amazon that the shipment's getting received. And then when they open the boxes of those packages, they're going to scan each individual unit, which is going to have your Amazon FNSKU barcode. Do I do 2 samples, one to decide between suppliers, another after customization and custom packaging? Yes, you can go that route. Because you do want a final production sample so you can take your pictures and stuff. Meditation by Marcus Aurelius was the #1 for me that changed my whole perspective. I have not read that. I'll add that to my list because I literally have like 30 Audible credits that I just haven't used. It's like, how much is that? Like how much is that? Yeah, just $600 in Audible credits that I have not used yet. So I definitely got to get some new books. Let's add that actually, because somebody else came in the live the other day and recommended a book, and I completely forgot, or I wrote it down. I just forgot where I wrote it down. So I'm actually going to do that. I don't know why I don't do that. I'm going to have a book list. Never listen to anybody who tells you that reading is not a productive thing. If you were to take 100 millionaires and calculate how many of them read and how many of them don't read, my bet is if they don't make social media content, a majority of those millionaires would read, would be avid readers. Wait, I did 500K in sales with 42% ROI with name brand products. Nice. That's awesome. I never said that those business models don't work. What was your biggest hit last year? What product was your biggest hit last year? A toy product or a baby product, excuse me, actually did the best in terms of new launches. Where does one begin? Step 1, create an Amazon seller account. Step 2, get a product research software and find a product to sell. You guys will always hear me say that as the same answer because there's a lot of steps to start Amazon and a lot of people get lost in the sauce. Oh, PPC, oh this, oh that, oh this. No. Just step 1, step 2. That's it. Crispy, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. I was popping. Yes, sir. Show your ROAS. You just haters, but I'm curious. If you go look at some of my recent videos, I show some of my PPC ad campaigns, but I have to like block things because the top right corner right there, it shows the brand name. It's hard to cover that on TikTok Live. This is amazing. I appreciate that. Emil, what are you selling? All different types of products. I always love when my mentorship student, aka Mark, tries to troll people and tell them the live isn't real. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. What do you sell? All types of products: home decor, office products, baby products, health and household. Rim, by the way, I'm just kidding, Mark. Good to see you. Rim, thank you so much for the follow. Cool. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody in the live vibe. And we got a late night live. Sometimes I feel like I should do either early morning or late night lives more. I need to stop going on live at the same time. Maybe we switch it up. Where should I look for Amazon listing creation? AMZ Masterclass Optimize.com. It's the same team who creates my listings if you want it. Or you could use Fiverr, or if you want a team that's 10 times better than Fiverr and also quite affordable, price comparable to it, then I would check out there. AMZ Masterclass Optimized.com. Hello, I started last year. I'm at 8K monthly revenue and really want to grow my FBA business. Would love to learn from you. That's awesome, Emil. God bless, and that's awesome on your progress so far. If you guys wanted a more in-depth guide and to have me as a mentor, have access to reach out to me, have me audit your listing, and so much more than that, check out the AMZ Masterclass mentorship program in the TikTok bio. I almost said AMZ Masterclass Optimized again. Christian, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Oops, I accidentally went out of the, sorry, Zay. I hope you're still in here, bro, because I accidentally was not looking at my YouTube live, so I didn't see your question. I'm going to answer it right now. TikToker, or Steven, thank you for the follow again. Christian, thank you for the follow. What made you want to start your masterclass? I wanted to create content because I didn't start making content with the intention of creating a masterclass. I wanted to make content because it just, there was, when I say this, I always get like stumbled on my words almost because I can't even verbalize the feeling that I had with this. But there was people who, if it wasn't for them, if it wasn't for the content that they made, I would not be in this position today. If it wasn't for my cousins who took time out of their day to teach me the ropes and mentor me and guide me, I would not be in the position that I am today. And with that, I wanted to be that person. I saw, like, especially being in the learning Amazon, I saw that there was good content and there was not so good content. And a lot of I wanted to make good content that resonated in the same way as it did for me when I don't know, Mark. Yeah, I don't know. As the same way that helped me on my journey. And so I started making content, putting out videos, not gatekeeping any information, just sharing my strategies. And then everybody, as you guys have seen, if you just stay in my live for 20 minutes, hey, I want to learn how to sell on Amazon. Hey, I want to learn how to sell on Amazon. I put out the videos, I put out the content, but like I can't individually hop on a Zoom call and teach every single person step by step how to sell on Amazon. So I created the masterclass. It was interesting about the masterclass. I haven't gotten this feeling very many times. TikTok, stop with the gift notifications. You're funny, bro. But I haven't had this feeling very many times, but the muse, like this is the muse, this is God, if I've ever felt it, where you just get this gnawing feeling to like do something. And it's in the back of your mind. Hey, you need to do this. Hey, you need to do this. Hey, you need to do this. After my cousins were pushing and pushing and pushing for me to start selling on Amazon, because I was reluctant to start in the beginning, I started to get that voice. Hey, start Amazon. Hey, start Amazon. And it wouldn't go away. It wouldn't go away until I started. Amazon changed my life. There was another thing in business where it was like the same thing. Hey, you need to start this. Hey, you need to start this. Hey, you need to start this. And for this one, it was actually like 6 months that I just let that idea sit and I never did it. And then I finally started it. Boom, it takes off. It does amazing. And then I've always had this, like not always, but after making content and everything, I just had this feeling. You should make a mentorship. You should make a mentorship. And I was reluctant to do it. I was like, no, like, honestly, my whole thing was I'm going to be the guy who doesn't have a mentorship. And then I was like, well, is that maybe doing a disservice to people who I would provide value to? And so I was actually on a trip in Asia for a month. And, every time I go on a vacation, it's like this weird reset and I get these great ideas. And I'm sitting there. I remember the moment when I decided. I'm sitting there in the pool in our villa. And I was making a TikTok video actually in the pool. And I was like, yo, I gotta start this. When I get back, I'm going to start the program. So I got back and literally locked myself in my apartment for 2 weeks. I barely went out. I already have all my food ordered. Anyways, I had all my food ordered. I was doing like for the records, students who are in the program, like Mark, so keep in mind some of those videos that you see, especially like the earlier videos, because you can tell when the rooms change, like when I'm go different places, right? Some of those videos were recorded at like 4 a.m., bro, and they're great still. But I was coffeeed up, 4 or 5 cups of coffee. Not literally 4 a.m. I wasn't recording that late, but like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. I was busting out mad hours. It was like they were like 20-hour recording days, and I busted out the entire first version of the mentorship. It's actually evolved much more, and I've actually added probably double the amount of videos that was first recorded on that initial version. But we cranked it out 2 weeks. Started refining it over the next few weeks, getting things edited, putting together the PDFs, putting together the resources. And actually, the mentorship was not what it was today. When I tell people it's lifetime access and that I'm trying to build the Harvard of Amazon private label education, it was actually just a video guide and a Facebook group. And then and access to me. That was also another thing. And then we added product selection. We added things like the product AMZ Masterclass product tracker. We added the shipping service. We added the PPC Masterclass. I doubled the content. We actually started doing more. Oh, the Zoom calls wasn't even a thing before. We started doing the Zoom calls, and then I quadrupled the amount of Zoom calls that we added the listing creation service, added the one-on-one calls with me, added, I'm trying to think what else we have in there. Those are like the main ones. Where should I look for an Amazon listing creation? AMZ Masterclass Optimize.com. Luke does listing creations now. If you're a student, it's available for everybody, but students get a discount, Mark. You guys get it for cheaper than everybody else, and you guys get special treatment. USPS needs to make up their minds. Saw those videos of News Lady. Yeah, bro. Also, go show some love to my videos, Mark. My engagement's down, so y'all gotta go show some love. But yeah, 24 hours later, they changed it. So, the mentorship is $3K, brother. Also, how should I figure out where to ship bulk order from FBA to China to the warehouse? When you create a listing, and then you're going to be able to send/replenish inventory on that listing, you're going to create a shipment, and then Amazon will give you the warehouses in your shipping labels. But on that note, everybody, it was a great late night live. I appreciate y'all. And if you guys like the videos, you guys like the lives, and want a more in-depth guide on how to sell on Amazon, be sure to check out the AMZ Masterclass Mentorship Program in the TikTok bio. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank you for rocking with me. And like I said, when this ends, go click on my profile and go show some love to my last 10, 15 videos if y'all are real ones. I appreciate you, and God bless. YouTube, I extra appreciate y'all for rocking with me on here. It means the world. If you guys like the videos, you guys like the lives, and want a more in-depth guide on how to sell on Amazon, be sure to check out the AMZ Masterclass Mentorship. I hope to see you all there. And if you're watching this live or you're watching the replay and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, because I am on the road to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, baby. God bless, and I'll see y'all soon. God bless, say.